Welcome everybody to another episode of Chaotic Lore. Today we'll be going over the Underworlder Ulmar. Ulmar is the top scientist of the Underworld and a loyal servant to the leader Kaor. It's not clear when exactly Ulmar was recruited, but since the only other creatures Ulmar fears are Takinam and Agatos, Kaor's closest advisors. He must have arrived sometime after they did. Ulmar spends most of his days tinkering in his laboratory and hates intruders. Ulmar invents new battle gear for the underworld. You can find Ulmar in the Dawn of Paraset, Ulmar Wave Scrambler, and Ulmar Purathon is in Alliance Unraveled. Ulmar isn't physically imposing, but makes up for it in intelligence and providing support for the team. Ulmar is 4 feet and 4 inches tall and weighs 133.5 pounds. His design is that of your classic mad scientist, taking inspiration from characters like Dr. Wily from the Mega Man franchise, Dr. Finkelstein from Nightmare Before Christmas, Rick Sanchez from Rick and Morty series, which they all ultimately were inspired by the ultimate mad scientist in pop culture history, Dr. Frankenstein, based on the author's work in Mary Shelley's. Ulmar has red eyes, metal, possibly prosthetic hands, and has a well-known exposed brain. Because of this noble feature, it's widely speculated that Ulmar could be related to Borth from the creature duo Borth Majar, who is also an underworlder. A long time ago, before the events of this series, Kaor took control of the underworld. However, he knew he needed help maintaining his rule. Kaor recruited Takinam and Agatos as his personal advisors and war council. But he knew he needed brains in the scientific aspect, so Kaor found Ulmar. His inventions and engineering skills were infamous in the underworld. Noble inventions include the Vile Driver, Gigant Trooper, Ulminator, Ulmar's Projector, and Ulmar's Bionic Steam Arms, to name some. From that moment on, Ulmar became one of Kaor's closest allies, which there are so few he trusts. Ulmar has been known to be a bit neurotic, especially when it comes to anyone intruding in his lab unannounced. One time he started throwing explosive vials of chemicals at Hearing because he assumed Hearing was snooping around, after Kaz escaped when he got the Vile Driver scan. Like most scientists in Param, Ulmar is most at ease in his lab, tinkering. Ulmar also has an unusual fear of butterflies. Ulmar is only allies with underworlders, but more specifically anyone who is loyal to Kaor. Everyone else is an enemy to him. Even after the Marillion invasion, that remains to be true. Ulmar's favorite location is Stone Pillar, Initiative Wisdom. The first music card cast by any engaged underworld creature costs 1 less music counter. Without the pillars, there would be no over and under, but simply one world. Ulmar's projection cavern. Initiative water. When Ulmar's projection cavern becomes the active location, your opponent reveals a new active location, Mirage. At the beginning of each player's action step, if this space is unoccupied, that player may relocate one of their creatures to this space. Favorite music, Cannon of Casualty. Deal 20 damage to target creature. Even before the first 3 notes finish playing, Overworlders scramble for the nearest shelter. Caster's Warsong. Generic music. Deal 5 damage to target creature. If the caster is a mage, deal an additional 10 damage to that creature. A sword can pierce the body, but a song can pierce the soul. Battle Gears, Gigant Trooper. At the beginning of combat, equipped creature loses all abilities and sets its courage, power, wisdom, speed, and energy to 70. Magician's Lyre. Sacrifice Magician's Lyre, add a music counter to this creature. Ulminator. Creatures engaged with equipped creature lose 10 to all disciplines for each elemental type they have. Ulmar's Bionic Steam Arms. Equipped creature deals 5 extra attack damage. If equipped creature deals more than 20 attack damage, sacrifice Ulmar's Bionic Steam Arms and deal 20 damage to the equipped creature. And Ulmar's Projector. Equipped creature loses 10 energy. If equipped creature loses combat, return it to play in an open space on your side of the battle board with no music counters. We're first introduced to Ulmar in Season 1, Episode 3, Unexpected. Hearing tells Cass about the new battle gear Ulmar is working on, the Vile Driver. After Cass scans it, he decides to test drive it to familiarize himself with the controls. Being a prototype, however, there were still a few kinks and Cass ends up crashing the Vile Driver. When Ulmar realizes someone is messing around in his lab, he goes to investigate. Not wanting to get caught, Cass ports away, leaving Hearing to deal with the fallout. Ulmar is seen throwing explosive potions at a fleeing Hearing. In Season 2, Episode 4, Coliseum Showdown, Ulmar's battle gear, Giganta Trooper, makes its first appearance. When Cass accidentally bumps into the Underworlder, Hammerdoom Chantcaller, and inadvertently comments about his height, Hammerdoom challenges Cass to a one-on-one battle. Cass's friends, Sarah and Peyton, manage to bring Ulmar's new battle gear to fight with and beat Hammerdoom. Victory was short-lived, however, because towards the end of the episode, Ulmar challenges Cass, angry about his invention being stolen from him. So he brought his bigger and improved version of the Gigant Trooper. In Season 2, Episode 27, Legions of Aun, Ulmar is seen at the end of the war with the Marillions fighting them off after briefly being mind-controlled. In Season 3, Episode 1, Parathon, all the tribes celebrate their victory against the Marillions with a race. Ulmar participates using his Ulminator. At the final stretch of the race, Ulmar tries to take out Pantrix with a Mind Blast, but the Overworlder uses a mirror to reflect it back at Ulmar, effectively taking him out of the race. In Episode 3, Kick and Bot, Ulmar creates improved versions of the Gigant Trooper. The problem was Ulmar gave them too much independence, resulting in rampaging robots. Because Ulmar gave each robot a piece of his brain, they are no longer battle gear but creatures. KR managed to stop them by fusing them into Iron Pillar, and Ulmar was punished by being a glorified hamster in a wheel mechanism, lowering and raising the elevator to the construction site of KR's new statue he used to beat the robots. In episode 79, Son of the Spirit Lands, Ulmar was seen with many other chaotic players and creatures at the funeral of Tank of Toborn. Ulmar, Creature Underworld Conqueror. Deal 10 damage to target creature. Flavor text reads, Takinam thinks that KR's go-to guy for battle gear has a screw loose himself. Ulmar, Wave Scrambler. Creature Underworld Conqueror. Minions may not play activated abilities if their controller also controls a chieftain. Ulmar may not be the target of music. And Ulmar, Parathon Racer. Creature Underworld Conqueror Muge. Expend Fire, deal 10 damage to target creature. Flavor text reads, To improve the Ultimator's top speed, Ulmar removed all unnecessary components from the vehicle. Unfortunately, that included the brakes. And that is the lore for Ulmar. If you like this video and want to see other videos with chaotic creatures, people, battle gear, locations, etc., please leave a comment below and I will definitely put it on the list. But do me a huge favor, if you enjoyed videos like this and want more, please leave a like, hit that notification bell to improve the YouTube algorithm, and definitely share this with any friends who love this show Chaotic, and check out my other content such as video game walkthroughs that I have up on the channel, like Multiverses and God of War, and other such video games like Batman Arkham games and other such games like that, and as well as my movie TV show reviews. Like recently I've been doing the Iron Man films, TV shows, and comics. I review comics as well, and I will see you guys next time for more chaotic lore. Take care and follow me in the links in the description, and I'll see you guys later.